But let's stay with this particular subject and get a reaction now to this particular presser that we've just had. We do have political analyst Asanda Ngoasheng who joins us live now. Asanda, firstly, what did you make of that?
It's just not too shocking because if you remember, we've already had the Patriotic Alliance fielding a candidate that they say, deserves. Gayton McKenzie has already said he's ready to be the mayor of Johannesburg. And so that was kind of the first warning shot. And then, as you've already said, there was going to be a rumor of a motion of no confidence. And so they basically are trying to mitigate against that and basically pop the air out of the opposition coalition with the DA and the other parties outside of the Patriotic Alliance, the EFF, and the other ANC coalition members.
He says that he's not leaving due to the criticism of his leadership style, but a lot has been said, and I suppose we can't say we did not see this particular resignation coming.
Yeah, it was always going to be, a short-lived mayorship. First of all, because the ANC just put him there almost as a gap stop for when they have their own candidate ready. That candidate may be Gayton McKenzie or it may be an ANC person. We always knew this. And so it was just a matter of how long they can actually, put him in power for and how long they can get, I think, their own internal politics. Because remember that when he came into power, Panyaza Lesufu had just been named the premier of Gauteng, and Gauteng was consolidating power, and it was, there was a lot happening at Gauteng ANC level. And we also know that there have been tough negotiations between the ANC, the EFF, and the Patriotic Alliance around an alliance not only in the present, but also past 2024. And so I wouldn't be surprised if those kind of politics also played a role in what has happened today. And we may be looking at it to say this is what's happening right now, but I definitely think it has a lot to do with 2024 and reconsolidating power and kind of giving the potential partnership post 2024 something to chew on, or like a gesture of the ANC's kind of commitment to the partnership.
And it'll be interesting to see as far as 2024 is concerned, because Gayton McKenzie is saying that he won't be available. He's looking at 2024, will be campaigning in that regard. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here. But, Asanda, one of the things that is very clear is that, while Panyaza Lesufi says that the fact that now there is no mayor once again in the city of Johannesburg, he says he believes that there won't be issues of instability. But it hits at the accountability part, because if you keep on changing governments or you keep on changing mayors, it's very difficult for residents to hold anyone to account.
Yes, I mean, we know that in the city of Johannesburg, in the city of Ekurhuleni, and Tshwane, as well as Nelson Mandela, the residents have been saying that they are finding themselves at the crossfire of the political football between these various coalition governments that are coming in and leaving at various stages. And the voter in all of these situations has been the biggest loser, and service delivery has been the biggest casualty. And so what I also think we need to be kind of aware of is the fact that it is in the interest of the ANC to create as much instability at municipal level as possible in order to convince people that they are the only people who can deliver stability, and to convince people that, this coalition government thing isn't going to work in South Africa. And so for every act that the ANC does when it comes to coalition governance and coalition politics, we really need to keep our eyes open, because they're playing the long game. They're playing the post-2024 game. And you've already heard people say they're tired of coalition government. They don't think these smaller political parties can do anything for them, and they just basically have apathy towards our political system. And so essentially what's happening is that all of these things, instead of kind of getting people to think perhaps the ANC is not the leader, it's getting to a dangerous point now where the voter trust in the political system, never mind the governing party of the ANC or the DA in the Western Cape. People are losing trust in the political system. And a year to go to one of the biggest elections that we're potentially going to have since 1994, it's a dangerous place to be in when people no longer believe in the political system and people are saying things like, all these new parties that are coming in, they're just coming in to eat, and it's different people who literally just want a slice of a pie and they don't care about the voter. And so we are going to have to do a lot of work as South Africans to convince, everybody that the best thing to do is to get up and to vote for the political party that you think in this flawed political system has the ability to deliver what you require as a citizen and what you require for your children's future as well as your present state.
All right, Asanda, quite a lot to chew on, but let's leave it there for now. And interestingly enough, one asked the question, going into 2024, you think about the DA being accused of being the big brother, as, some have said. So what does this all mean then going into 2024? But let's leave it there with you. Thank you so much for that. Do appreciate it. That was political analyst Asanda Ngoasheng.